Writing a pointless piece on Max Payne 2 is a binary choice. You either write it or you don't. So I just beat Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, on stream here on YouTube. Max Payne 2 was developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Rockstar Games. Max Payne 2 was released on Windows, Xbox, and PS2, each being a month after the previous one, starting in October of 2003. It has not been re-released since, and at the time of recording is only available now through Steam, and is only playable with a fan-made patch that just does some Valkyrie magic and makes it work. Now before we move on, here's a free gamer tech tip. The Steam version of the game is an old pirated copy of the game. More about that will be linked somewhere. I chose to play Max Payne 2 because what else do you play after Max Payne? Max Payne 2 follows a simple recipe. Add 1 part film noir love story, 1 part physics engine, and 1 part painkillers, and you get another gripping action experience. Max Payne 2 takes place 2 years after the first game and follows Max responding to a call put out by dispatch to an address that belongs to a friend. From there, Max bumps into a couple old faces and uncovers a mystery about some cleaners. I don't want to dive any deeper into the story as it's worth experiencing on your own. What I enjoyed so much about Max Payne 2 was how deliberately placed every physics prop was, and it was designed in a way to enhance the gameplay experience. For example, early on in the game the player gets a chance to shoot a cleaner off a window cleaner's platform thing, and they fall into some scaffolding that just so happens to have a couple of wooden boards and paint gallons so precariously placed right below, so that no matter how the player decides to shoot this cleaner, they're going to fall in an extremely gratifying way. Throughout Max Payne 2, every environment is beautifully decorated with boxes, boards, tables, chairs, explosives, drawers, shelves, sinks, showers, toilets, TVs, TV remotes, buttons and doohickeys that all work together to create a better gameplay experience in a more believable, interactable world. One last thing worth calling out is that Max Payne 2 might have some of the best mirrors and reflections I've seen in video games. One last thing that really stood out to me was how much more aggressive the player was encouraged to be, with bullet time not slowing Max nearly as much as it did in the first game, and it's no longer a precious resource as it seems to replenish much quicker and more frequently. Replaying Max Payne 2 really made me appreciate how a well-directed and well-written linear game can work together to create a fantastic interactive storytelling experience. If you want to watch my playthrough, the playlist is in the description, and the first video is related to the short, so a link should be somewhere on screen. One game left to play. I was compelled to complete the Max Payne trilogy, one game at a time.